Greetings, this is Bradford Donald Keller Townsend, and this is a Dyslexic Learners video, order of operations with parentheses and exponents. So the first, see it says here at the top, arithmetic include exponents and parentheses. Questions number 1. What is the value of 9 to the second power? That's the exponent here, 2. So it's 9 to the 2 plus 6 divided by 8 times, in parentheses, 3 minus 6, and then a question mark. So this is not an equation, it is an expression. So whenever you try to solve a problem, you don't want to just rush into it. You want to think, well, what do they want? So that what they want is for all these operations to be completed in the correct order that will give you the desired answer here. So we know from our rules that parentheses goes first. So I'm just going to walk through it, and then we will step by step, and then we'll see Wolfram's problem generator step-by-step solution. And I'm not a perfect calculating machine, and I do make mistakes, but I wanted to try to follow the rules, and we'll see here. So the first thing I did is I took 3 and I minus the 6, and that gave me -3. Okay. Then I thought, okay, what do I do after that? Well, exponents are the next in precedence, so then I took 9 to the second power, and 9 times 9 is 81. Then I said, well, division is next, so I took 6 divided by 8, and that is 6 over 8. So then that gave me 81 plus 6 over 8 times -3. And -3 is the same as 3 over 1. -3 over 1. So I got -18 over 8 plus 81. And to add or subtract, that means I would have to take my calculator and go 81 times 8, and that'll give me my new 648 over 8. That's the same as 81. Okay, I clear my calculator and subtract 18 over 8. So I'm going to clear my calculator and take 648 minus 18 equals. Now I have to divide that by 8. And I got 78.75. So I want to type that in there. Have a feeling I didn't get it right, but this is how you learn. So I'm not I'm not too proud. If I mess up, I mess up. But I tried to follow the order of operations, and we'll see if I'm right or wrong. Okay, that is not correct. Hint, subtract 6 from 3. All right. So, okay, let's see the step-by-step solution. So it says simplify, and then it shows using their commands, and one of them is WPG divide. Okay, let's see what the next step is. Subtract 6 from 3, and that gave -3. So the first step I did, that was correct. Let's see. And then now their next step is 9 to the second power, and I came up with 81. Let's see what they came up with. And that's the expression for them doing the okay. So they've got -3 times 6 times 8. Least common denominator of 6 and 8. So 2 can go in there. So you could make that 3/4 to simplify it if you wanted. Okay. They simplified. Still, they did things in the order I did, except they simplified. Okay. They have -3 times 3/4, 3/4. Okay. So they're going to get -9/4 plus 9 to the second power, which is 9 times 9. And they multiply 3 times -3, and so they're going to end up getting a -9/4. Let's see what the next step is. Okay, so we're right there. Plus 9 squared. It says evaluate 9 to the second power. And that gives you 9/4. Next step. Put the fraction 81 minus 9/4 over a common denominator. I tried doing that, but I hadn't simplified this right side of the negative sign here. It's very important in math. One of the biggest mistakes people make is with negative signs. So if you're doing problems at home and you have one of those big pens and you can make it a certain color like green, blue, or red, your negative signs, that can help you so you don't lose a negative sign if you're doing a bigger physics or math problem on your own. And every time you use a skill like using a different color when you're doing your homework or taking notes, that makes you more like neural network connections in your nervous system. And the more, if you can add sound, colors, the better your learning is going to be. Put 81 minus 9/4 over the common denominator, 4. And then I think that's a period there, and then 8 for what they're explaining here. So that this stops, and then 81 minus 9/4 equals 4 times 81/4 minus 9/4. So then, like I can't do 4 times 81 in my head. Well, I might be able to do it in my head, but I'd be kind of scared. I'd want to do it on scratch paper or a calculator. Multiply 4 and 81 together. So you get 324/4 minus 9. Subtract the fractions over the common denominator, so you're going to take 324 minus 9, and that'll be over 4. And they're breaking it down for you here, so that's good. The more steps, the better. Subtract 9 from 324. And there's your answer. It's 315/4. I got 78 3/4. So 315, clear, 315 divide, oops, I made a mistake. I hit the wrong key. 315 divided by 4 equals 78 3/4. So Bradford got the same answer But they like to get a correct answer on here. They wanted it to. So that was really cool because I got the correct answer and I got to see the step-by-step solutions without putting in an incorrect answer. So it worked out great. I'm going to go ahead and post this video so that people can have a short video on the subject.